Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah, Koholoyim La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rahahadash, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth, and just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Ahwa that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Nawach, just coming at you with another quick lesson, and praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. Just wanted to touch on this article in the U.S. Sun going into judgment on these Israelites, man, especially the younger generation of Israelites, the women, the men as well. But yeah, a lot of judgment has been going out on a lot of women. And, women have that ability to get abroad. And we're going to see a lot more judgment when, if this thing really goes down November with no food stamps and possibly December. And this could just be it. You may not get no damn food stamps no more, no cash assistance, or no, your damn Section 8 and all this stuff gets cut. And, so we coming down the pipe, man, where we're at the end of this thing. And a lot of judgment is going out. Like you can hear them sirens in the background. That's the Spirit. But that's judgment. Damn fire truck blazing down the street going to to put some fire out with some ramen noodles being cooked, probably. Anyway, it says 2 sisters accused of racing each other in crash that left 3 teen boys dead after the car left road and smashed in the tree. Which, this at this particular age, in America, they call them teens. But, these will be young men. They are young men, you know what I'm saying, according to the Israelite law, so to speak. But let's just get into it. You can see right here, damn demonic ass chicks. It's that liberty to get abroad, man. They got too much freedom. Because the one that done it, she's got the damn military uniform on, so she's in the army, which she's not even supposed to be there. So our people are just, it's no order. And when there's no order, there's disorder. And when there's disorder, there's chaos. Our women are in a chaotic situation, and they're the ones that's having these children and raising these chaotic ass kids, man. But anyway, let's just dive into some of the article. Driver charged over a car crash that left 3 high school students dead was said to have been racing her sister moments before the horror unfolded. Army veteran, here you go, Damon Monroe, there she go, look at her, your little cute self, your ass going to jail. 21, crashed her car into a telephone pole before her vehicle hurtled down an embankment and smashed into a tree. And hopefully she wasn't one of those ones that's out here that's being deployed by Trump to terrorize the wrong people. But you never can tell. There you go, though. Her pretty ass in the military. Like, what is you about to do? What you about to do, man, in the military? Here go the sister. She looked like she high. Who knows? But you could just see it, man. Just too much ability to get abroad. High school football star H.I.M Lamont Elliott, which he wasn't, generally, let me just grab a quick scripture. Because, Jake be having a lot of pride when they, they so-called football stars, baseball stars, basketball stars. When Jake be on that tip, look at the NBA. These tattooed up niggas, them niggas be having that prideful ass look when they out on the court. They just walking out and looking at that prideful look, and everybody is, idolizing them and shit, and the chicks is wooing all over them. He signed a little t-shirt or signed a little, basketball and throw the damn his shoes into the crowd and shit after the game. They're proud. They're prideful, man. A lot of the time, that pride, man, woo-wee. That's a bad boy, man. That pride, man, that's something that the Lord really dislikes, man. That's why I always pray. I pray for a meek, humble, and contrite spirit, man. You should be always praying for that. You need to be praying for that spirit that the Lord loves, man. That meek, humble, and contrite spirit. Because guess what? If you're prideful, you up there, he'll bring your ass down, man. He'll knock your ass off. He'll put your family through some turmoil. Think about all these family members right here. I can remember a car accident when I was in high school. Some football players and shit. Some bitches. There was a bunch of them too. You're joyriding drunk. And that was a big thing when we was in school. When death hits a school amongst your peers, because you're young, you don't really know too much. But when that shit hit, it was just kind of like a darkness, man. I was just over the whole damn town. Because the town was kind of small. Everybody kind of knew each other. But anyway, let's get this scripture real quick. Job 4:7. And it reads, remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? And you had these, oh, that was my innocent baby, my baby wouldn't have done nothing to nobody. My baby was an angel. Then they gave you the shirt off their back, that infectious smile. You hear it all. We've heard the same thing. We've heard it all, man. But that's not the case, man, with the Lord. See, the Lord, he knows the heart. Okay? And another thing, too, every time I see these particular types of stories, this comes to mind, man. Now, I'm not saying that this is the case because they could have been respectable towards the family, but still, our righteousness is as filthy rags to the Lord. So no matter how righteous we may think that we are, you can be trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to a T, all that good stuff, you know. But the Lord knows the heart, and he deals with that humble, contrite heart, man. So you have to really humble yourself and know that you ain't shit, man, when it comes to the Lord, man. Because, our people are high up there. They high-minded. That's why that scripture talks about in the last days, perilous times shall come. One of the things that's being named on that list is heady and high-minded. A lot of our people are heady and high-minded, man. They really think that they're the shit. They shit don't stink. You know what I'm saying? Look at me. Matter of fact, the scripture talks about boastful. And when you into sports like that, they're very bold. No, nigga, you can't handle me, nigga. I'm the best. I'm this, and this. They're boastful. They're prideful, man. That shit, I'm telling you, man. Pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai for a meek, humble, and contrite spirit, man. Straight up. Anyway, this is Exodus chapter 20 and verse 12. It says, honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord Yahweh thy God giveth thee. And every time I see when people this young, pass away in such a violent way, this scripture just comes to mind. Because a lot of the times, they're disrespectful to their parents. These and overall, it's really these single family homes with the mother, so-called black woman, raising these dudes. Once they get to that certain age, they started, what my grandmama used to say, you start smelling yourself. You get to looking down on your mom, you talking shit. Even though she might have threw the dad out of the house, all this, that, and the third, you still got to honor that lady, But I'm not sure that's the case because they could have both parents in the house. Who knows? Anyway, let's get back into it. Okay, but it says, high school football star, Jahian Lamont Elliott, 18, Trevor Merritt, Nick Williams, both 17, were killed in a horror that unfolded in Fayetteville, North Carolina. They were on their way to a surprise 18th birthday party. There you go. That too. We always talk about them birthday parties. We talk about them birthday parties, man. Birthdays are only in the scriptures. I think the word birthday is in the scriptures only twice. Pharaoh's birthday, and he had somebody killed. Herod's birthday in the New Testament where he had John the Baptist beheaded. Those are the birthdays of heathen. And the scriptures talks about the customs of people, the customs of the heathen are vain. They have vain customs. A birthday, that's not our custom. All that, you wanting to be praised, because that's a day of worshiping a person, man. Yeah, it's my day. It's my birthday. And then, you got people, they break up relationships. They don't talk to friends no more, all because they didn't get acknowledged on their birthday the way that they wanted or the way that they felt they should have. They didn't get the right gift. They didn't get, what they wanted. I can't believe my day went this way. This is my birthday. You see these motherfuckers, man. I don't tell nobody happy birthday. I don't tell nobody happy. My dad was over not long ago talking about, I guess it was a discussion, and he was basically telling somebody like, he's like, he don't celebrate his birthday. He don't even know and I don't know how old I am. I know that that may sound crazy. I mean, I can figure, I got an idea of how old I am. Shit, it don't fucking matter. He was telling me I was one age. I was saying I was another age. I said, well, shit, it don't even make no difference. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Because I ain't celebrating no birthdays anyway, so I don't even care. I'm here. Shit. Now, that may sound weird to the average person. You don't know what you mean. You don't know, because I've had people run up on me, and they'll say, well, happy birthday. And I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? And they'll be like, yeah, the day your birthday, ain't it? I'm like, well, shit, what you talking about? The day is such and such, ain't it? I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, well, shit, yeah, I guess that was the day I was born on. Shit, and leave that shit alone. Like, okay, shit, what's up? Fuck that. And that's crazy. That was like that even when I was in, like, elementary school. But anyway, let's get into it. But that birthday shit, some wickedness, man. Stay out of that shit, man. And they probably had all the, bragging rights. We gonna do this, we gonna do that. Probably had their little drinks and little bud on, little weed and whatever else on deck. Who knows? Teenagers, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, another thing too. Let me get this one. Proverbs 27:1. Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. A lot of people I'm telling you, boastfulness, that pride, man. You actually talking as if you know what's going to, that's offensive to the Lord. This nigga, who you think you are, saying that you going, that's why the scripture says to pray if it's the Lord's will, I'm going to do this or that. Yeah, we going to do this. I got this outfit. I'm going to get on such and such. Your homegirl, you seen her, man, she got a fatty. I know she going to be there. This, that, making all these motherfucking plans, and then the Lord take your goddamn soul from you, man. And call your ass back to the spirit world. Anyway, back at it, man. Okay, it says, the cops have since revealed Monroe was racing against her sister, Destiny Renata Jenwright. So yeah, they know they got different daddies, because the names don't even match. So 2 different baby daddies, they actually look different too. They don't even look alike. Look at her. This the other sister, the Jenwright chick, and this is, they don't really look alike. Anyway, I guess a little bit, but that's got 2 different dads' name all over it. Jenwright was behind the wheel of a Dodge Charger. There you go. At the time of the crash, there you go. They out here in them Chargers. They out here in them, the muscle cars and shit. Monroe, there you go. A mother to a 7-month-old baby. Yeah, your ass going to jail. Survived the crash, but was left with a broken neck, spine, pelvis, femur, and tibia. God damn. So the Lord put her through it, man, and she's still alive for it. She has also been accused of reckless and careless driving and speeding, because them boxes is in them rides. There's nothing for them to pull that information, that data from them cars and see what the fuck is going on. So you can't lie. I wasn't speeding. No, I was just only going. Yeah, right. Monroe, who served in the military between June 2023 and January 2025, has also been hit with an insurance violation charge. Cops ruled that excessive speed was a factor in the crash. Just 2 months before the tragedy, she had been clocked for speeding. See? So she was speeding before. She had been given a ticket for allegedly clocking speeds of 51 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone. Yeah, you got to be careful in them zones. Them ain't nothing but speed traps. The alleged speeding violation was on the same road where the crash occurred. Yep. Jim Wright, the sister, was at large following the crash before surrendering. Okay, so she just surrendered like the day before yesterday. Tributes have been paid to the students who were killed. Yeah, shattered hearts. Yeah, you damn right. Hearts are shattered, man, when it's like that there. Boy, I'm telling you, I can remember, a few, deaths and stuff when I was younger and in high school and stuff like that. It just hits you different when you're younger, especially when it's somebody that you know. You still seeing a family, you see them, and you can just see how things change for them and shit like that. But that's judgment from Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. As a matter of fact, let me get another script just to prove that it's the Lord that was on their ass. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. It says, see now that I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So first off, she gonna have to heal up. Her ass might be in that court. She might have to appear in court in a goddamn wheelchair if she's able to, or she may have to appear in court a damn Zoom, laid up in a damn bed with her fucking, who knows? You know what I'm saying? You done broke your spine, your neck and shit, and all them different things. No, her ass might be laid up in a bed having to do a damn Zoom call for a first court date, man. Because and as soon as your ass get well, a matter of fact, Esau, he'll throw your ass in jail. He don't give a fuck about you being well. They'll throw your ass in a jail cell in a goddamn hospital bed. They don't give a fuck. Anyway, but let me get this one too. From Spirits of Vengeance. Ecclesiasticus, also known as the Book of Sirach, chapter 39. Let's start at verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of them that made them. fire and hail and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. So the Lord knocked their asses off, man. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his words. So these spirits, they're not transgressing the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They're, no, well, Lord, he's going to be a promising basketball player. He's going to hit the NBA. Or the other one, he wanted to be, he just wanted to go to trade school and be an electrician or a plumber. Oh, Lord, well, she was in the army. She served, all this. No, man, those spirits like, all right, yeah, Lord, thanks. They giggling, getting what they're supposed to do, and they're going forth and they're doing it, man. It says they won't transgress the Lord's word, which means that they're not gonna. And that's another cut too to you Christians running around here talking like Satan just got free will. No, Satan he gets his orders from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua on the left hand side, and he goes forth, man. It is what it is on that. So anyway, the Lord created spirits of vengeance, man, and this is it's tragic, but hey, shit, that's judgment. That's judgment, man. And I'm thinking, like, they're not saying exactly how was these dudes in the car with her, or either one of them, or what? I mean, what they would have had to have been in the car with the one that caught all the injuries. But it's not saying if they got hit by them, they was ran off the road, or any of that stuff like that. So I'm not seeing that much of the story. So I guess it's more to it. But let's get this since we already in here. Where is it at? 25. Ecclesiasticus chapter 25. Let me start at verse. Phew. I mean, 25, chapter 25 and 26, man. Boy, it goes hard body, man, on the wickedness of the Israelite woman, and just women in general, but mainly the Israelite woman, because because the scriptures was written to the Israelites like that, really, when it comes to the laws, the statutes and commandments, though. But this is Ecclesiasticus 25 and 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. And these women are wicked as hell out here, man. Because what are you doing? That's one of the curses, too, where it talks about, our women were so delicate, that they wouldn't place their foot they wouldn't even place their foot on the ground, roughly paraphrasing. But now, shit, Eve out here with some damn Jordans on, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, with a damn pistol on her lap, and she gunning a charger, man. So, let me get one more before I get out of here. Verse 25 in that same chapter, Ecclesiasticus 25 and 25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. And that's pretty much what's going on in this situation. See, they got that liberty to gad abroad. The scripture says a woman shouldn't usurp authority over the man, and but she's to be in silence. Here you go, she's in the damn military, but just doing a bunch of shit that they're not supposed to be doing. But because they have that ability to gad abroad, they have destroyed themselves, man. And you can see the state of the family households these days as well. So I'm going to end out there, man. I pray that this lesson was edifying. Kwam Yasha'Allah and the Baba Ball. That's judgment. I pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man, for your protection and safety out here. Shalom.